Hey Boredom Crafters! In today's video, I'll be showing you how to crochet a beanie. The first thing I want to do is show you the common mistakes in crocheting. The first common mistake is to crochet too loosely. You'd be able to put your fingers right through the stitches, but when you don't crochet too loosely, it'd be hard to get your fingers through. And this is the first time I tried to crochet. I used really thin yarn and I didn't even follow the pattern correctly because I thought it didn't matter, but it clearly did. And here I actually followed the pattern, but it still didn't work because I used really thin yarn. And then I discovered something called thick yarn, and things started working out from there. So for beginners, get the right yarn. Okay, so now I'm going to take the yarn out from the center of the yarn ball. Okay, so now we're going to make a magic circle. To make a magic circle, you have to put the yarn over your hand like this, and then make an X shape like this. And now you're going to get your hook, put it under that yarn, and then pull that yarn towards you. And now we've basically made a magic circle. Get comfortable with it. I like to tighten the big loop around my hook by pulling the yarn. Okay, so now yarn over and pull through. I'm going to show you how to do that again. Yarn over and pull through. Okay, so now we're going to do a double crochet in this circle. So this is how you do it. You yarn over, you insert your hook into the circle, and then you yarn over again, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the 2 remaining loops, and you've basically made a double crochet. Now you're going to do 11 more of those. So yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the 2 remaining loops. And now keep on doing this until you have 11 double crochets. Okay, so once you've done the 11 double crochets, I'm gonna make my circle a little smaller. Now I'm going to make a slip stitch. So make sure you have 11. Okay, so now make a slip stitch into this stitch. This is how you do a slip stitch. I'm going to show you how to do it again. Insert the hook in this stitch, not that one, and this one, the one above. Okay, insert it in both of these loops. And then yarn over and pull through all of the loops. And that's a slip stitch. Okay, now so we're going to pull on our yarn. And ta-da, you have a circle. Okay, so now we're going to chain 2. yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to continue doing double crochets, but now instead of just double crocheting, we're going to do an increase in this stitch. An increase is when you do 2 stitches in the same stitch. So now we're going to do another double crochet in the same stitch. When I was a beginner at crocheting, I found this really hard. Like, I couldn't know if I did 2 double crochets in the stitch or not. So what I like to do is move my double crochet around and see if it's in the same stitch as the other double crochet. I find that the easy way to do it. Okay, so for round 1, the pattern is going to be 1 increase and 1 normal. When I was a beginner crocheter, I didn't really like when they used weird words and abbreviations, so I like to be simple and say normal. Normal is basically when you just do 1 double crochet in a stitch. And the increase, is when you do 2 double crochets in the stitch. So we're going to do 1 increase in the first stitch, and then 1 normal in the second stitch, and then 1 increase in the third stitch, and then 1 normal in the fourth stitch. That's basically the pattern for now. So you see here, 1 normal, 1 increase, 1 normal, 1 increase. Okay, so now I'm in the end of the round. Now we're going to do another slip stitch, but this is how you do it. First of all, don't crochet in this loop in this stitch, because this is the slip stitch for the last round, and these are the chain 2, so we're not going to do a slip stitch in those. We're going to do it in this top stitch. Okay, and then we pull through. You can see that our yarn is having a cupped shape. This is a very good start. Okay, so now for the second round. We're going to chain 2 like the last round. And now, for the round 2 pattern, you do 1 increase and 2 normal. And remember, the increase is when you do 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and the normal is when you do the normal one, just 1 double crochet in 1 stitch. So 1 increase, and in the second stitch we're going to do 1 normal, and then in the third one we're going to do 1 normal as well. And then we're going to continue to do this pattern. Now in the fourth stitch we're going to do an increase and then 2 normal, and so on. And here are the patterns for the rest of the rounds. You begin every round with a chain 2, and don't forget the slip stitch in the end of each round. Okay, so now I finished all the rest of these rounds. They're very easy. They're like round 1 and round 2. So now I'm at the end of round 6, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. So do the slip stitch in this stitch, not in the other slip stitch from round 5, and chain 2 as usual. And this is my favorite part because I don't have to follow any patterns. Just basically do a normal stitch in each stitch now. So just 1 double crochet in each stitch without following any pattern. And you keep on doing this until you have the size that you want. I did this for 6 rounds. In the beginning of each round I chained 2, and in the end of each round I slip stitched. And the beanie fits perfectly on my head, so now it's time to finish the beanie. And now we're going to weave in the ends. So we're going to finish off our hat. Now you need a needle to weave in the ends. It may take some time to get the yarn through the needle, but in the end you can do it. So now to weave in the ends. To weave in the ends, you just put the needle through all this yarn down here. Just get it through all of this yarn. I find this part very satisfying for some reason. Okay, so now the yarn the other way around, like this. Insert the needle, pull it out. Okay, so most people like to do it more, but I feel like this is enough and it's secure. And now you do the same for the yarn inside of the hat. And now we're done with our beanie. Very easy, right? I hope you enjoyed making your beanie as much as I enjoyed making this video.